What's up everyone? Alex here. It's February. This also marks one whole year since we started doing these monthly videos talking about what's coming out during the month, and I just want to thank you all for making this series a truly awesome one. In case you're wondering, 2023 is not a leap year, meaning we're only getting 28 days this month, which also means that there's 3 less days to enjoy the onslaught of games releasing towards the end of it. The first half of the month is the calm before the storm, but after we hit the 14th, things are gonna get crazy! February 2023 is also the month that PSVR 2 is releasing, specifically on February 22nd, so I'll bring up some noteworthy games coming out on that platform that you might want to check out. Just remember that PSVR 2 is sadly not backwards compatible to PSVR 1. Cue sad trombone sound here. Before we start, I just want to acknowledge the release of Hi-Fi Rush last month. This is one of those surprise releases that don't come around often, but this rhythm action game is receiving praise from fans and critics alike and came out on January 25th on Series X and S, PC, and Game Pass. And now, here are my personal picks for February. This is a surprise announcement. Yggdra Union has not been a thing in the West for 15 years, and a surprise announcement last month mentioned an early access PC release on February 6th. Bugs and new features are the reason why it'll be in early access, but the game will be fully playable from beginning to end. In case you haven't heard, Yggdra Union, which is part of the Department Heaven series, is widely considered as one of the most difficult tactical RPGs of all time. Color me super intimidated. And as I said, Yggdra Union is coming out on February 6th in early access on PC, with an option to increase its price once it comes out of it. Despite its shortcomings, the original Octopath Traveler was one of my favorite turn-based JRPGs of recent memory. And with Octopath Traveler 2, Team Asano has taken all of our feedback and worked on them for the past year since to make a follow-up that looks like it's gonna do everything right. Featuring more integrated party banter, along with storylines that pair up some of your favorite party members, as well as a revamped battle system, Octopath Traveler 2 is easily one of my most anticipated games of 2023. The game comes out on February 24th on PS4, PS5, Switch, and PC. I've been a die-hard Theorhythm fan since 2014's Curtain Call, so when Final Bar Line got announced, you bet that I was gonna get it on day one. Setting aside the fact that it's a rhythm game for a moment, Final Bar Line is really a celebration of the entire history of Square Enix music from past to present, with over 500 songs that'll be available total through its season pass. But wait, what if you want to be cheap and just go with the base game itself? Have no fear, because the base game itself will have a total of 385 songs, spanning the entire history of Final Fantasy and much more. But what you might not know aside from it being a rhythm game is that it's also got a fairly robust RPG system that'll have you leveling up and equipping abilities that'll help you through some of the toughest songs. Yes, it's an RPG that'll actually help you play through the rhythm challenges. If this all sounds like your jam, the demo for Theorhythm Final Bar Line is out now on PS4 and Switch, and the game is coming out on February 16th on those platforms. The demo save carries over to the full game and features 30 of the 385 songs in the base game. I'm actually downloading it as you're watching this video right now. Alright, I admit, I messed up in my most anticipated games of 2023 video because I credited Team Ninja in creating Wild Hearts. But let me set the record straight in this video and state that I am attributing the awesome Wild Hearts to Omega Force, its rightful developers. Omega Force might be the team responsible for the Warriors line of games, but they've also worked on games outside of that, including the video game adaptations of Attack on Titan. And when you consider what they did in that game and your use of tools and other mechanical features that propel and entrap the massive creatures you'll be fighting in Wild Hearts, you can tell that this is something that they've been patiently working quietly for years. And best of all, monster hunting fans, it's crossplay. No more deliberating what platform to play the game on. Gather your team of 3 when Wild Hearts comes out on February 16th on PS5, Series X and S, and PC. While Fire Emblem Engage propelled itself towards a more wholesome and gameplay-focused direction, longtime fans wanted more of an experience that brought back the series to its roots. Fortunately for you, and you're welcome by the way, there's this little game called Redemption Reapers that's coming out on February 22nd that may suit your fancy. This game is brought to you by the folks who made Ender Lilies, and get this, the director of Fire Emblem Path of Radiance and Shadow Dragon. I've already made a detailed video talking about its gameplay, and I've got a ton more gameplay info to share in the near future. But for now, all you need to know is that this gritty Fire Emblem is coming out on February 22nd on PS4, Switch, and PC. It'll even have a physical release in late April. And here are the rest of the games coming out in February. Hogwarts Legacy, an action RPG based in the Harry Potter universe, is coming out on February 10th on PS5, Series X and S, and PC. Labyrinth of Galleria, The Moon Society, a turn-based dungeon crawler with over 50 hours of exploration, is coming out on February 14th on PS4, PS5, Switch, and PC. The Tao Plan Arcade Shoot 'em Up Collection Volume 1, which features the iconic Zero Wing, is coming out on February 14th on PC. Returnal, a port of the PS5 roguelike third-person shooter, is coming out on February 15th on PC. Loopers, a science fiction visual novel, is coming out on February 16th on PS4 and Switch. Tales of Symphonia Remastered, a port of the PC port of the PS2 release of one of the most highly regarded Tales games, is coming out on February 17th on PS4, Switch, and Xbox One. Like a Dragon Ishin, the long-awaited action-adventure game set in feudal-era Japan, is coming out on February 21st on PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Series X and S, and PC. Digimon World Next Order, the 6th game in the long line of Digimon games, is coming out on February 22nd on Switch and PC. Moss Book 2, the sequel to the popular VR-only action RPG, is coming out on February 22nd on PS5. The Tale of Onogoro, a VR action-adventure game that combines traditional Japanese culture and steampunk, is coming out on February 22nd on PS5. Horizon Call of the Mountain, a VR action-adventure game set in the universe of Horizon Zero Dawn and Forbidden West, is coming out on February 22nd on PS5. Grim Guardians Demon Purge, a 2D action run-and-gun game, is coming out on February 23rd on PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Series X and S, Switch, and PC. Company of Heroes 3, the long-awaited entry in the popular real-time strategy game series, is coming out on February 23rd on PC, with console platforms coming out at a later date. Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe, a modern port of the platformer originally released on the Wii, is coming out on February 24th on the Nintendo Switch. Kerbal Space Program 2, the sequel to the popular space flight sim, is coming out on February 24th on PC. Destiny 2 Lightfall, the latest expansion to the popular online shooter, is coming out on February 28th on PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Series X and S, and PC. And that, my friends, are the games of February 2023. Backlogs aside, I gotta ask this question. If you had time to play any of these games, which ones would you want to buy? Were there any surprises on this list that you didn't know were coming this month? Post your thoughts in the comments below and let's talk about it. And if you're looking to buy these games, please use the links in the pinned comment. Your purchases will help the channel out tremendously. Thank you very much for watching, everyone, and I'll see you in the next video.